Reims came into this game against Lorient down in 16th place, 4 points clear of the drop zone. And a win at Stade Auguste Delaune, where they've only been beaten once in the last 7 games, would be enough to keep the Champagne club in Ligue 1 next season. Lorient, meanwhile, were looking to build on a 3-1 win over Saint-Etienne last time out. They're out of the race for Europe, of course, but they can still hope for a 7th placed finish. And they were without leading goalscorer Jeremy Aliadière, whose hip injury has ruled him out of the season's last 2 games. Well, it was Hubert Fournier's Reims side who had the first real chance of the match. Only 5 minutes in, Issa Mondi won back possession and slipped forward for Diego. And he crossed in for Gaëtan Corté, and only a superb stop from the returning Fabien Audard, who was suspended, of course, for slapping Marseille's Mathieu Valbuena, prevented Reims from going in front. Diego then forced another excellent save from Audard with this free kick in the 8th minute. Reims are looking to make the early breakthrough, and Audard showing why he's such a key part of the Lorient setup. Audard made his 3rd important save of the match only a few minutes later as Nicolas Depréville looked to float in a header. The Lorient keeper taking no chances, tipping behind for a corner. Reims finally made the breakthrough just after the half-hour mark, but they did need a helping hand from referee Tony Chaperon. Lamine Gassama was adjudged to have fouled Diego in the area, and Reims were awarded a penalty. Up stepped Grzegorz Krychowiak to put Reims 1-0 up. The Polish international holding his nerve and firing in his 4th goal of the season. And there really wasn't much that Audard could do about this one. There was some bad news for Reims though just before half-time. In looking to prevent Maxime Barthelme breaking on the counter-attack, Diego suffered a serious knee injury, a ruptured Achilles tendon, which will no doubt keep him off the pitches for quite some time. Really a terrible injury this. He had to be stretchered off, of course, and he was replaced by Floyd Ayité. A very unfortunate end to the half then, but Reims nevertheless a goal to the good. Well, around 10 minutes into the second half, Reims had a chance to double their lead. They came down the right flank and Mondi whipped a ball into the Lorient area. Corté got to it, but he couldn't steer his headed effort on target. Well, this was a superb ball in from Mondi, and Corté really should have done better. Reims came forward again in the 58th minute, and once more they were attacking Lorient down that right flank. Mondi this time picked out Ayité on the edge of the area, and he forced yet another superb save from Audard. A good effort this from the Franco-Togolese, who's only scored 2 goals in Ligue 1 this season. Well, any of the Lorient fans who had made the 600-kilometre trip to Reims may have been tempted to ask for their money back, given that the side didn't register a shot on goal until the 75th minute. Substitute Fabien Robert with the chance, which sailed just wide of Costier Gas's post. Benjamin Cornier with the ball across the area, but Robert, who scored his first goal of the season against Saint-Etienne last week, unable to find the target. Into the 81st minute with Lorient still looking for a way back into the game. Kevin Monet-Paquet picked up the ball on the left and drove forwards. He decided to try his luck from distance, but Costier Gassa was on hand to tip over for a corner. A fine strike, but a fine save from the Togolese international. And that was how it finished. That Krychowiak penalty enough to see Reims claim a 1-0 victory. Delight for Hubert Fournier, his players and of course the fans, as one of France's most historic clubs guaranteed their place in Ligue 1 next season.